Yes. What up, Laker family? It is your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap as the Lakers take care of business at home. Finally, a nice bounce-back game, man, whooping the Pelicans 139 to 122 to improve to 28 and 26, 2 games over 500. But you want to talk about a fun game, man? Shout out to my brother Empire Jeff for tapping in with me on Playback TV. If you guys watched, you were there. If you know, you know. It was an absolute blast. Fun breakdown with my brother. Exactly what the doctors ordered. A nice bounce back win. We come in here, take care of business. I said it pregame, we own the Pelicans, right? We obviously needed to watch out. We didn't want to slip up, but we own these Pelicans, and we've been doing a sensational job of taking care of business every single freaking time we play these guys. So very proud of the Lakers for doing so, man. Listen, we had so many guys in double figures, right? Obviously, my guy Anthony Davis, 20.6 assists, 6 rebounds in 29 minutes. Great. 21, 14 assists, 4 rebounds for LeBron James. Amazing. 21 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist for Rui. Spectacular. Austin Reeves, 27, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Nice bounce back game, Austin. And then, of course, the star of the game, D'Angelo Russell, man, with 30 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Where are those haters that were saying D'Lo is ducking and hiding? They were talking bad because he was injured, and it's like, guys, give the guy time. You know, he took 1 game off. He was loading. He was ramping up, and now he's here, man. And he had a sensational game, absolutely spectacular. But the Lakers just continue to impress. By the way, Spencer Dinwiddie was at the game with Rob Pelinka, and I'm sure this was a wonderful display for Spencer Dinwiddie. So very, very proud of the way the Lakers came out and played here. I wish we would have showed out like this yesterday, but I'll take it as a bounce-back game, man. Very, very excited. You know, the defense wasn't necessarily the best. Obviously, we gave up 122 points, but the Pelicans are a high-scoring team, right? Obviously, Brandon Ingram had 22, 7, and 7. Zion with 30. I mean, that guy is sensational. It's a shame he doesn't do it more often. CJ McCollum with 19, but outside of that, nobody really had an impact. Those 3 right there were their main 3 guys, and the Lakers just did a sensational job of, of scoring. I mean, we shot 55% from the field, and then 45% from beyond the arc. We held them to 37, so that was great. We took good care of the basketball. Only 7 turnovers, y'all. Only 7 turnovers is amazing in today's age because there's a lot of careless basketball being played out there. But overall, I mean, the Lakers just wanted it more tonight. And I told you guys pregame they needed to set the tone from the beginning and come out here and execute. And that's exactly what they did. But I'm happy. I'm happy. And if we get Dinwiddie, I'll be that much more excited. Again, shout out to my brother Jeff, man. Thanks so much for blessing my playback, bro, with your presence. It's always a pleasure. Bro is always welcome on. And thank you everybody who was there with me. And Jeff, man, we had an absolute blast, man. He said, I bet Dinwiddie went straight to the Lakers office to sign a contract after that game. I hope so. He's probably gonna think it over. He's gonna mull it over, maybe over the weekend, watch the Super Bowl. But he's a Cali guy, man. He grew up a Laker fan. I don't think there's a tough decision to be had right there, man. It's a no-brainer, bro. We could use his combo guard scoring off the bench. Can you imagine Gabe Vincent comes back healthy? Now you got Gabe Vincent and Dinwiddie coming off the bench with Taurean Prince, right? And Jackson Hayes, who is now all of a sudden emerged as a very valuable role player. Like his energy he has had these last couple of games has been sensational, and I hope he continues to build on that. But he also had 9 points. Only 1 rebound, but again, it's the energy thing. Actually, I was looking at the wrong stat line. My bad. No. Jackson Hayes had 6 points, 8 rebounds. So again, I was like, 1 rebound doesn't sound right. That was actually Christian Wood. But the energy has been tremendous, and it has infused this team. This gave us a second win. His youth is inspiring others to also try on the defensive end, similar to what Vando has been doing. We miss Vando dearly, but it really benefits us greatly to have a youngster like Jackson Hayes out here crashing the glass. He's doing an exceptional job of putting himself in a position to score. I mean, he has great hands. We thought he had butterfingers like for the first quarter of the season, and all of a sudden he is finishing everything around the basket. He's catching, he's moving without the basketball. He's catching lobs, giving a second chance points and rebounds and opportunities. So very proud of that kid as well, man. But again, D'Angelo Russell, let's have that conversation because there were some haters in the chat. They're not here today. And why are they not here? Because I blocked them all. Right? So those haters were really loud about D'Angelo Russell. I kept saying there's a twinkle in his eye. This isn't a Jeremy Lin type run. This isn't a 15-game run. There's a twinkle in his eye. He's figured something out. And ain't nothing more dangerous than a player who's figured something out, especially one with the magnitude of D'Angelo Russell, who has all-star potential. I told you guys this when we acquired him. I told you guys this when we drafted him. He's always had all-star potential, but now he's consistently becoming the third best option. And tonight he was our number one. 30 points, 5 assists, and a couple of rebounds, guys, and he does it efficiently. That's the best part, right? It's not like he's jacking up 30 shots to get those 30 points, right? Does it very efficiently. So, again, man, just a great night. And by the way, if you look at our schedule, guys, if you look at the Lakers' up-and-coming schedule, there's some very winnable games on paper, right? On paper. We got the Pistons coming up on Tuesday, and we owe them was it the Pistons that we – no, it wasn't the Pistons we let off the hook. The Pistons we whooped. So we got the Pistons. We got the Jazz. We got the Warriors who by the way, they're going to be looking for revenge. And we're going to be heading into their house. And they're definitely scrapping for playoff position. We got the Spurs. I will be at that game. Shout out to my brother Mookie. And good luck to your team this weekend, Mookie. Much love to you, bro. And then we got the Suns. That's when it gets interesting. So technically, on paper, we should be able to win 1, 2, 3, 4. We beat the Suns, who's red hot right now. That's 5 games, right? We could come off to, be 7 games over 500. And in the West, that could be highly impressive because the West is tough right now, right? Dan, we really just need a couple of buyout help. Who would you cut so we can get both Dinwiddie and Morris? Honestly, the way this team is playing, I'm not cutting nobody, brother. Yeah, I don't think I'd cut nobody. If we get one of the two, I'll be happy. I think we have more than enough firepower. Guys are starting to come together. They're starting to, find their defined roles. I think Darvin Ham finally found a good rotation. I hope it doesn't get messed up when guys get healthy again, right? We're not even healthy yet, and we're figuring out ways to win these games. So that road trip really brought us together. The last game was a fluke, right? The last game on the Kobe statue was a fluke. We shouldn't have had that game. But I really like the way we're – excuse me. I really like the way we're coming out here, man. We're showing tons of poise. And I expect to see more of it. But again, efficiency is the name of the game, and getting out to quick starts has been just such a godsend for the Lakers. They need to continue to do that because that is the key to these games. We got out, we controlled the tempo, we never relinquished the lead, and as a result, we won the game. But again, you want to talk about efficiency? Check this out. Anthony Davis had 20 points on 7 for 11 from the field. 7 for 11 for a superstar is magnificent. He also had a very quiet 6 assists and a steal and a block to go with that. Talk about high efficiency. Rui, 9 for 13 from the field. These guys were scorching the Nets tonight. And I don't mean Brooklyn. Plus 21. Rui was a plus 21. He also had 5 rebounds, an assist, and a block. And that block was impressive, by the way. LeBron James was a plus 15 tonight. And I usually don't get into the plus minus, but the most impressive stat for me from LeBron tonight was his 14 assists. He also had 4 rebounds. He had a block. He had a steal to go with that in 38 minutes. So very efficient. But D'Angelo Russell's efficiency is awesome, man. 9 for 19 from the field, right? Bro was plus 13. He also came with 5 assists to go with that. Knocked down all of his free throws, 6 for 6, and was 6 for 13 from beyond the arc. When he gets hot, he just strings them together, man, and just gets it going. You want to talk about efficiency? Again, final guy. The guy that's on the thumbnail. Austin Reeves in 31 minutes, 10 for 15 from the field, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, 4 for 5 from free throw line. Ultimate efficiency. Also came with 4 assists, a couple of rebounds, and again, people were just recently slandering him. So they got to keep building on this because I feel like we're starting to turn the corner, right? Hey, Tony, appreciate you, man. Absolutely, guys. It doesn't cost you a cent to hit that like button. Shout out to my guy who cashed at me too just now, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. It means the world. Let me see. I want to get your name right. Let me get your name really quick. My guy David Garcia Jr., thank you, man. Much love to you, brother. Lakers win, beat a good team, keep it going, get Dinwiddie a jersey and a locker. That's right, Nakomi. And listen, people don't understand how good Dinwiddie is because he was on a subpar team, right? Where there's a bunch of guys with no identity, just look at his score. But you get Dinwiddie here. He's a combo guard who can come off the bench and put up some points in a flurry. We saw him. He was on that team with the Dallas Mavericks when they made that run to the Western Conference Finals. He was a huge part of that. He was on that team with Jalen Brunson, right? So I really hope we get him. It won't be the end-all, be-all if we don't get him, but I'll take a couple of questions, though, man. I got everything off my chest I wanted to say. Let's see. My guy says, hey, Dan, I don't think Spencer will come to L.A., especially we can offer him 1.5 than the Mavs, who can offer him 4. Honestly, guys, I think he's coming to LA. I think there's a good chance of that happening. If he goes to the Mavs, then I'll just say that Mark Cuban recruited him a lot better than Rob Pelinka. But it's his decision, man. If he wants to come home, play in front of the hometown crowd, this is a golden opportunity. And I feel like the Lakers could be one of these sneaky teams that could actually make a deep postseason run if everything comes together at the right time. And I'm talking about we get healthy. Chemistry starting to finally flow. We didn't see this type of chemistry till after the trade deadline last season. So there's no more trade rumors, no more distractions, no more nothing. It's finally starting to glow, and I can't wait to see what that turns out into once we have a complete roster, right? Dinwiddie just met with Pelinka. Yeah, we've seen him throughout the game. He was sitting right next to Pelinka. And shout out to the fans that were coming out and high-fiving him and recruiting him. I love that, man. We have the most passionate fan base, and I think we showed that to Dinwiddie tonight. So shout out to them, man. I love Lakers Nation. Shine says, how are you, Dan? We lost all games when they have an emotional event on that day. You know what, Shine? That is true. And we got to work on our mental strength to be able to win those games as well, because those games mean a lot, especially to the fans. You know, they mean a lot to us. That Kobe game really hurt me last night, but they bounced back tonight, so I'm happy again. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We struggled during those emotional events, and we got to figure out a way to win those games because the opposition is coming in here hungry, night in and night out, right? They're coming in here ready to cook us, and we're letting them have it. Marco says, no way he don't come to the Lakers. You'd be making a grave mistake if you go and team up with Kyrie and Luka over LeBron and AD. That's all I'm going to say, right? Your skill set complements us a lot better than it complements them. Even though the Mavs did get deeper with the trades they did for PJ Washington and all of that, man, but ain't no team like the Lakers, fam. Then I think the Lakers should get Marcus Morris, but we have to cut Wood. If it comes push to shove, I like Christian Wood, man. I just think he's been misutilized. Remember, 2 months ago, he had a nice little stretch. He had a nice little stretch where he started turning up, and then we kind of went away from him, right? So the minutes have been fluctuating here. But yeah, I like Marcus Morris. We'll see what happens. If we don't get Dinwiddie for whatever reason, we should immediately shift our focus and go try to get him. He said, Mavs don't need that. He said, yo, Dan, you see why I believe? Oh, yeah, bro, we see eye to eye. As a Laker fan, I never stopped believing. I was preaching on this even past the trade deadline. Like, it ain't over till it's over, right? So if the Lakers get healthy, yeah, we always got to believe. Agreed. He said, great team win. I'm sure D-Lo haters are upset that he's still a Laker and he's still balling. Stop guzzling the hater rate and give him some props. Stop hating and start rooting. Thank you. Thank you. And that's all I had to say because I addressed it this morning. If you guys haven't seen my players versus, actual fans video, go check that out. I addressed all of that already. I'm not going to rehash it. But, yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. You're spot on. Dan, should we trade for BI in the offseason? No. No, actually, me and Jeff broke it down perfectly on playback and on here. We multi-stream. So, pretty much we talked about how Brandon Ingram doesn't do well off ball. He actually disappeared in this game as well. He was having a great first half, and he kind of disappeared, and that is when Zion took over. But, yeah, we need guys. If we want to keep building around LeBron and AD, we're going to need guys who can play off ball. Dan, should I buy an Austin Reeves jersey? Absolutely. You're talking about one of the fan favorites, and rightfully so. He's quietly having a tremendous month already, man. He had one of the best he was one of the best players, if not the best, on the road trip, and he still was catching flack the last game when he had one off game. And you see what he did tonight, right? You see what he did tonight. My guy, Austin Reeves, is a hooper, man. He's an absolute bona fide hooper, and anybody who hates is not a real Laker fan. I said it, and I basically summed it up my earlier video in just one sentence there. But 27 points, 4 assists in 31 minutes, and again, doing it efficiently, 10 for 15 from the field. Come on, somebody. You can't replicate that. Spencer and Morris as depth. It would be nice to get them both, but I don't have the heart to cut anybody. I truly believe in my guy, Christian Wood. I think he can turn up in the playoffs for us, too. He can be an X factor in a certain specific series, assuming we go far, right? Great win, Dan. Let's go. I'm excited, yo. I'm excited. Listen, the Lakers are starting to figure something out, and they're starting to turn the corner now. I'm not going to wave the flags till we get on a 3 to 4 game win streak, but it could come here over this next stretch. Again, for those of you that weren't listening, the Lakers' next stretch is going to be pretty interesting and pretty entertaining because, like I said, we got the Pistons coming up on Tuesday. Wednesday is another back-to-back where we got Utah, right? So the Pistons game will be at home. Then we'll travel to Utah on Wednesday, and that one's going to be tough. The Warriors game is going to be tough. It always is. Another road game for the Lakers on Thursday. So I didn't like that part of the schedule there. Pisses me off. So the schedule makers wanted to shoot us in the foot, and they gave us a game back to back to back. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. That's so ridiculous. They really couldn't come up with nothing better than that. Then they only give us one game off before I get to, watch my team live at Staples versus the Spurs on Friday. And then again, a day off again versus the Suns. So it's brutal. The schedule is brutal because it's like back to back to back. But yeah, I'm happy with tonight's win. I'm gonna celebrate this one and then move on to the next one. Hopefully, all you guys enjoy this time off, man. Super Bowl Sunday coming up. I might do a game in between. Not sure because I do have my family coming over. But playback is where it's at. If y'all have not followed the kid, go follow your boy over on Playback TV, y'all, because that's where it's at right now. Been a tremendous amount of fun for everybody who covers it on Playback. Jeff as well. And we need to keep showing support, y'all. We just got to 254, fam. 254. So make sure you guys do show some love there. Like I said, if I have some extra time after the Super Bowl, I might drop by and cover like the Knicks or something like that on the Lakers off day. So that's what I'm trying to do. But link is right there. So make sure you guys hit that and follow me over there. You guys get to watch with me. Let's see. Mavs don't even need Dinwiddie. They have 2 ball dominant scoring guards. They are trying to get him out of spite to avoid us from getting him. Well, to be fair, I'll say this, Prince. I absolutely agree with you. But to be fair, Dinwiddie is a great acquisition for anybody. We're actually lucky that due to the CBA, a lot of contenders aren't able to pick him up. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. CBA is not my specialty. But I will say this. We got blessed with that because there's only one person in our way. And Dinwiddie's smart. He'll make the right decision. Kobe says it best. We don't have to beg players to come here. If you want to be here, we gave you our pitch. Sleep on it or whatever, but we expect a decision soon before we move on to better avenues. But yeah, I like Dinwiddie. I've always been a fan of his game. He's a combo guard who can put the ball in the bucket, slash, solid, decent defender. I won't say he's like a great defender, but who is nowadays, right? But decent, right? Has good size for a guard, can finish at the rim, soft touch around a basket, jump shot, wet, can get hot and go off for 30 any given night. Would be a huge acquisition. Kind of like, let's see, what would be a good comparison? I would say Dion Waiters or J.R. Smith, but they didn't really play a lot of minutes when we acquired them. So let's see, man. Dan, do you think we need to get another big to play besides AD or Jackson Hayes? Fine as a big. Jackson Hayes is coming into his own. I would have loved Xavier Tillman. He's a name I mentioned before he got traded to the Celtics. I would have loved him. Unfortunately, they picked him up. There's not a lot of bigs out there. If we did clear up a roster spot somehow, Bismack would be him. But right now, it looks like this is going to be our bigs rotation moving forward, right? So I hope it works out for us. I like what Jackson Hayes is doing, recently. I got to see more of it, though. He has to keep it going. But he's really become just a spark plug for us off the bench as an energy guy who can block shots, rebound, at least contest, right? Get rebounds, second chance points, put backs. He's doing a little bit of everything right now. And he's actually being really active and moving without that basketball. So let's see. Nakomi says, Wood and Hayes are starting to understand what they need them to do defensively and giving us some offensively. He said, if we drop Mays or Windler, can we pick up a second buyout player? I think Mays is on a 2-way contract, isn't he? I believe he's on a 2-way contract, man. But by the way, you don't want to drop. I'll say this. I would not drop Mays. Skylar Mays has shown some promise here over the last couple of games. And he might actually be one of these late revelations. Let's just assume that Spencer chooses the Mavericks. I'm not too mad because Skylar Mays out here showing some poise for a young guard. And I would like to see him continue to get some more playing time, especially if he's coming in like this, right? So I thought he had some tremendous minutes tonight and the previous game. And I want to see him build on it. Dan, what do you think about getting Joe Harris? Well, I like his shooting ability, but outside of that, what else does he provide for the team? We don't need one-trick ponies on this roster. We need guys who can switch multiple positions, guys who can do a little bit more than just shoot. Much as I like his shooting ability, he hasn't been the same in Detroit, man. You got League Pass, definitely got to check it out. Hey, Dan, imagine D'Lo and Spencer playing again together just like in the Brooklyn days. And I think that really helps us, the familiarity that he'll find on this team with a D'Angelo Russell. But remember, he also has that familiarity with the Dallas Mavericks. He played with Luka. He played with Kyrie in Brooklyn. He's played with a couple of players, and he's played with that system. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm just going to sit back and observe. And like I said, if he's smart, he will choose us for sure. He will choose this team for sure. Mays stock going up, smart and tough. I like him, dude. I liked him from the moment he got here, but even before then, watching him in Portland, he gave us everything he had. And the Lakers went ahead and acquired his rights, put him on a 2-way contract, and now you see why. Now you see why, right? As much as I like Demoy Hodge and these other guys we cut, Alex Fudge, this guy seems to be a little more seasoned and ready, just in case, right? I would have loved to get Seth Curry. Me too, man. I feel like that has been something in the making for years, and it hasn't happened. So we'll see. But, yeah, Seth Curry still got something left in the tank, for sure. He played with Wood in Dallas. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Christian Wood, familiarity there. Question is, will Christian actually recruit him, seeing as how he doesn't get a lot of playing time, and Darvingham promised him a prominent role here with this team, right? So that's a really tough outlook there. I do hope that there's no bitterness on Christian Wood's side, and I hope that we left a good impression. I'm pretty sure we did, man. The statue was just unveiled. I mean, how can you walk up into crypto, see that wonderful Kobe Bryant statue along with all the other Laker greats, and not be just enamored by the city, the bright lights, the wonderful arena, the ambience, everything. Just walking in there, man. Even as a fan, I'm always in awe when I walk up into Staples Center /crypto. I'm always in awe. Like I said, I told my girl, when I die, no, bury me inside of crypto. Like that's where I want to be, right under the statues and shit. I want to be haunting motherfuckers when they disrespecting the statues, right? But just kidding about that. But bottom line is, this is just it's been fun the last, dare I say, 2 weeks or so. Lakers seem to finally start getting an identity when they're scrappy and they play defense and they play the right way and they play for each other. They win. Right. And if they figure this out in time, there's about 28 games left. What is it? 28, 29? We might find ourselves, mess around and find ourselves 12 games above 500 by the end of the season. We might just do that. So it's all about the schedule now and just executing down the stretch. It's a long season. We're in the final third of it. So my guy said, yo, Dan, I was right about D'Lo. Yes, you were, my friend. I'm happy to report that, yes, you were. D'Angelo Russell made me change my mind. In December, I wanted to trade him. End of the start of January, I said, wait a minute, hold on now. Midway through January, I was like, D'Lo's got to stay, man. He's figured something out. And again, there's late bloomers all the time in NBA careers. You see Chauncey Billups. Y'all seen what he did late in his career. He was a journeyman first. Gilbert Arenas is another one that comes to name. He was, a lot of people don't know about him. He was drafted by the Warriors, traded, and then eventually, it was probably around this age. Maybe I could have sworn he was about 27 or 28 when he became Agent Zero. He wasn't always that man from the get. So sometimes players got to figure out their basketball identity and come into their own. And I think this could be what D'Lo's doing now, right? So hopefully he does, because if this is who he's going to be moving forward, we don't just have to worry about him in the playoffs. We need to sign him in the offseason and make him our third star. Forget about Kyrie. Forget about those guys. If we have our very own here and he's going to do this consistently for the rest of his career, if he's turning a corner on his career and starting to flip the page to the next level, he needs to be a Laker for a long time. Yes, I co-sign. Absolutely. He said, the house that Kobe Bryant built. Yeah, man. If you're Spencer Dinwiddie, bro, you're coming in with that awesome fro looking like Stretch from NBA Street Volume 2. You know who else had that awesome fro, man? That was Kobe, man. You got to come up in here, man, and you got to want to play for this franchise. There's too much legacy on the line. You're a Cali boy too, man. You grew up a Lakers fan. Spencer, you grew up a Lakers fan. You see the bright lights, and you shouldn't be afraid of those, man. So come on down. You already gave it a shot with Dallas. They traded you away. Come on down, man. Don't listen to Mark Cuban, Shark Tank loving ass, man. He's not gonna help you out with your stocks or help you out with cryptocurrency or none of that. Don't worry about it, bro. We got Magic out here, the real businessman. Do business with him. LeBron James and Clutch. Do business with him, right? Dan, what star would you pair with AD post LeBron era? That's tough. I'd have to see who's available and what our cap is looking like, and then I would answer that question for you. But there's a couple of stars I like, obviously. Love Anthony Edwards. If he ever becomes available, I'm putting everything in the center of the table to go for him. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander would be another one, because AD really thrives with a point guard who can play some pick and roll and get him involved early. So, yeah, that would be a great addition. I mean, there's so many, but I'm talking about A-listers, right? You don't want a B-lister to go with AD, because I don't trust that AD can lead us to a championship. I think he could be the Robin to a championship, but we need a Batman once LeBron goes. LeBron is that Batman now, even at 39. Once he goes, we're gonna need another one, and I look forward to that journey and breaking it all down with you guys over the years, man. So keep it locked. Subscribe if you already haven't. Hit that post noti, all that good stuff. How will Spencer get minutes under Darvin Ham? Listen, with all the injuries that we have been plagued with, he's going to be a welcome addition. I'll tell you that. That's not going to be a problem. The problem is when guys come back, who's going to be the odd man out? Is it going to be Gabe Vincent? Is it going to be Max Christie? Is it going to be, Cam Reddish? Maybe a combination of those guys. Somebody's going to have to, they're going to have to lose minutes naturally. But I think if you're winning, it cures everything, and nobody will notice or mind if you're winning, right? Keith said, I agree. Dan Spencer comes in, joins one of the greatest legacies in professional sports. Man, he knows what's up, man. He's a Laker fan. He knows what's up. This man is not acting brand new. He just wanted to feel recruited, so he took the meeting with Mark Cuban. Now he took the meeting with obviously Rob Pelinka. He wants to feel special. This might be one of the first times in his career he's actually been recruited by two major markets, right? Especially the Lakers. So he's gonna take the little stroll down, recruitment lane and see what that feels like. And then I think he already pre-made his mind up, right? I think he's gonna be a Laker. My gut tells me he'll be a Laker. Yo, Dan, I believe AD can lead us, man. Well, to be seen, because he didn't do it in New Orleans. Granted, he was younger, and he hasn't done it here consistently enough for me to hand over the reins. Even when LeBron's been trying to hand him off to him, right? So TBD on that. I could be wrong, but for now, I will say we still need a Batman after LeBron. Not going to worry about that, though, because right now we're good. We got our two main horses in place. Our two horses are in the stable. We're about ready to unleash them at the end of March, beginning, like at the early start of April. We're ready to unleash the Kraken, man. It's going to be crazy. Hey, Dan, is there an update on Cam Reddish? There is an update. I think they cleared him for basketball activities recently, so he's getting closer to return. So that's good. As far as Max Christie, he's day-to-day. So we'll see what happens there. We're getting Ice Trey this summer. Book it. I mean, that would be cool, but D'Angelo's kind of giving you that value right now. Why are we going to salivate over Ice Trey when we're kind of getting the same, if not better, right now from D'Angelo Russell? And I'm a big Trae Young fan. But if you can get that for less from D'Lo, then there's no need to go out and get Ice Trey. But let's see. These playoffs are going to be the determining factor on if D'Lo has really turned into him, right? If he's really turned the page on his career and taken his game to that next level. I think it's going to be very telling in the playoffs. If D'Lo's having these type of games in the playoffs, he's a keeper, man. Rob Pelinka got to do anything. And Rob Pelinka got to pull up in a Rolls Royce or whatever and just butter him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, get him whatever he wants, man. Listen, here's some extra camera equipment for your podcast, D'Lo. You know what I'm saying? We can get you all the guests out here. You're in LA, bro. This is the number one place for podcasts. You're going to get all the guests. You can even have DTLF potentially one day. You know what I'm saying? In as a guest, if you're lucky, D'Angelo Russell. This would be my pitch to him. Obviously, I'm biased, so this is going to be my pitch to him if I'm Rob Pelinka. But bottom line, guys, is that this team is starting to figure something out. I know we lost the last game. But had we not, I would have been waving the flags right now. I would have been so stoked after this performance. This was a great offensive performance. As I've been telling people, offensively, we've never had an issue. It's defensively where we struggle. Defensively is where we struggle. So hopefully they'll figure that out moving forward, and the Lakers can start turning that corner, man. But I'm proud of this team. Proud of this team with 2 games over 500, about 28 to 29 games left in the season. And Spencer Dinwiddie, come on down, buddy. Come on down. Thank you so much, Kimiko. I appreciate Kimiko, man. Much love to the wonderful Kimiko. Hey, Dan, LeBron had thoughts on Spencer Dinwiddie potential adding to the roster. I'm going to have to check that out post-game for sure. I'm almost going to get off here. Make sure y'all do hit that like button. And like Kimiko said, go follow your boy on Playback. It's been a pleasure. That is the hottest brand new app, man. Go check it out. It continues to update and make improvements. So stay tuned. Hey, Dan, yo, Dan, long as Bron trusts D'Lo, he's going to be good in the playoffs, but we can't make him a spot-up shooter. I think nobody's going to have a question mark about that the way D'Lo has come out. This is his coming out party in his career, not just for the Lakers. Again, I've been watching D'Lo throughout his career, always been a fan, loved him in Brooklyn. Didn't like him so much in Golden State. I didn't think that was a good fit. He was okay in Minnesota, but this is the best version of D'Lo we have had for in his career for a stretch of a month and a half or so far. And I think he's going to continue to build on this. I think this is his launching pad. He's about to take off, and hopefully he doesn't take the money in the summer. Instead, he stays loyal and he stays here with the Lakers. In spite of trade rumors, this is the best place for him to be if he's going to play like this, right? I'm happy. I'm happy that he's taken over. He's made Laker basketball fun again, right? And I've never seen him this much of a killer. Like, he's absolutely stepping into those three. Did y'all see the behind the back crossover, step back on Brandon Ingram? Did y'all see? This guy was cooking folks, shooting in their face, and he's not afraid to do it. He never has been, but there was a restraint on him. I don't think he's ever had this green light. That's the biggest difference. Darvin, credit to him. He's trusting D'Angelo Russell now after at first benching him. And now he's giving him the free reign to play his game. And D'Lo's rewarding all of us Laker fans by giving us maximum value in return, right? At 18 mil a year, he's playing like 28 mil a year right now. That's how great he's been. So hopefully that continues, man. But I'm very excited for him. Reeves has been sensational as well. Let's not forget about my guy, Soston, man. A very quiet 27 points and 4 assists tonight. But that's what he's been doing all year long. Quietly, he's having a great, phenomenal season. Oh, my goodness, man. Hey, shout out to, oh, my God. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. I appreciate you, Raquel. She said, hey, Dan, just showing love to you, my friend. Thank you so much, man. I truly appreciate everything you guys do and just the friendship and the love you guys show on this channel. Thank you, Raquel. Listen, Bareface Clothing, go check them out over there, man. They're sensational, man. They are sensational. So trying to reciprocate some of the love to you and your business partner. Appreciate you. But listen, the Lakers are on the cusp here of turning the corner, right? And all we need is to be healthy now, because the biggest enemy we've had, besides the Darvin Ham missteps, besides the trade deadline rumors, and besides all that stuff, has been the injuries, right? So if we can now start getting healthy, guys, it's gonna be, I think, glorious, right? Because the Lakers are now starting to come in here with a wonderful sense of urgency that we've been waiting on. And by the way, LeBron James was great. After his body language looked off yesterday, but tonight he looked a lot better. I still want to see him a little more upbeat, right? He's looking to be a playmaker early on and do all these things, right? But the thing is, what LeBron James is, when he sets the tone, there's nobody that can stop us, because he's still one of the best premier players in this league in basketball, right? So I really, you know what? I pray to God that LeBron sees that he has more than enough talent on this roster, and that he doesn't sulk, and he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't feel like, oh man, they should have made a trade. Bro, you got the horses in the stable. Just utilize them properly. You know, LeBron James is him. He's him, y'all. We ain't never doubted that. But it's all about bringing the right energy, empowering your teammates, and just continuing to make forward strides, right? Move forward. Let's see. If we get Spencer, I hope Darvin won't find a way to field a 3-guard lineup again. D'Lo, Spencer, AR. Oh man, please no. I hope we get Spence. I played in high school with him. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Dr. Jones said he was always getting up shots up after practice, the last person to leave the gym. I'm very happy for him, and I hope he gets his homecoming. Oh my God. You know what? You might get your wish. My gut tells me he's going to come home. He's a Cali guy. Ain't no better franchise than the Lakers. I want to see it, right? Raquel says, it's not LeBron, it's his fans. You're absolutely right. You're 110% right. As a matter of fact, I made a video this AM addressing said fans. You're absolutely right. And those fans, sadly for us diehard Laker fans, Raquel, they take away our joy of watching and enjoying basketball, because any little thing we say is, like I said, World War III breaks loose, right? So 110% correct. I've never had an issue with LeBron personally. I love that we have him. Everything he's brought to the table has been sensational. He reestablished his franchise to the top where it belonged, right? We never really went nowhere as far as relevance, but as far as winning, you know, when we have the superstars, when we have the cachet, we are the absolute marquee franchise, and everybody wants to be here. Just like Spencer Dinwiddie tonight, you know, looking fly out there sitting with Rob Pelinka. I'm pretty sure he will be making the right decision soon. So I won't be losing any sleep, but I'm excited. I'm excited, fam. That excitement for Laker basketball, it's been a roller coaster ride this season, right? We started off slow. We picked up a little bit around the, in-season tournament, and then we dropped off the face of the earth right after. And here we go, picking up again, slowly but surely, right? And the schedule doesn't really favor us as far as like back-to-back-to-backs, but the oppositions, I like the opponents we're about to face the next 5 games, right? I can't wait for that Warriors game. You know, they're looking for revenge, and they're in super desperation mode. So that one's going to be fun. We got the Pistons coming up next on Tuesday. But by the way, I just want to say, man, thank you to everybody. Thank you so much, Raquel, for the super chat. Thank you guys for the likes, all the support you guys gave me on playback today and pregame and all that good stuff, man. Major shout out to my guy, Empire Jeff. Thank you so much, brother, for joining the live chat, man. Always a pleasure. Go tap in with him. I'm sure he's doing his post game, man. Go show him love. That's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Enjoy your Super Bowl weekend. I may or may not pop in between. I may do a pregame for Super Bowl. I may, I may do a post game. Depends on how great the game is. But I will have family and friends over, so no promises there. Hey, may the best team win. Give us a show, and we just want to enjoy, right? So thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Much love, and we'll talk real soon. All right. Thank you. Peace out.